So, babalik sa kanila yan. Lagot ka, Risa. Maraming, si Tulfo na pahiya. Ayan, babalik kay Tulfo yan. At lagot ka, Risa. Kasi yung sinabi mo noon, pag tumakbo ka ng 2028, lalabas at lalabas yun. Sinasabi ko sa Risa, lagot ka. Tapos yung sabi mo, an unarmed woman. Unarmed woman, pero kasing laki nga naman yung Hogan yung katawan.
Ano yan?
You're going to vote for Benny Abante.
Ano ba yung instituto yan? Anong lugar yan sa Manila?
Yung niya, San Miguel, Malacanang. Ang niya, diba, ang drug pusher, nagtatrabaho, yan lang naman ang trabaho niya. Girl, hindi trabaho ang drug pushing, krimen yun.
Di ba nagtatrabaho lang naman para may ipakain sa pamilya? Parang putang ina mo ka.
Kasi putang ina ka.
O di mga hold-upper na rin. Anong pinagkaiba ng mga hold-upper na nagtatrabaho lang naman ang trabaho nila at yung pulis, nababayaran mo para tigihin yung hold-upper. Wala naman parang ganun yung gusto niyang sabihin, no?
Oo. Ako.
Malay mo, matupad yung sinabi ni PRD ng January na wag nyong, ano to sinabi niya na, nako, if mabigyan uli ako ng opportunity na makabalik dyan, ikukulong ko kayong lahat. Kaya nga ngayon, itong mga new political forces, halimbawa, yung mga religious group, dapat meron silang maniwala sila sa kailangan ng isulong ay systemic changes. Kasi yung mga religious group, sila ang mas may sa tao mas may connect sa maraming tao Hindi ba?
And they are the ones who can capable rin silang mag-move ng votes.
Mag-move ng tao. Di votes, mag-move ng tao to demand a systemic change in Philippine politics. Di ba? Na others, ulit-ulit ka. Di ba? Ganun na nangyari kay PRD naging presidente siya. The reason why we think that the presidency of Duterte's presidency is so good because the rest are just so bad.
Sabi ni Dashon, mali ka tao ang mali, hindi sistema.
O anong tama sa sistema ng Pilipinas? Anong tama sa sistema ng Pilipinas? Tell me, anong tama sa sistema ng Pilipinas? Do you know the system? Do you know the political system of the Philippines? Paakyatin mo nga yan o educate mo nga ako. Bakit tama ang sistema ng Pilipinas? Tama ba ang sistema?
Nakikita na nga natin na yung system ngayon. Just look at the House of Representatives right now.
Diba?
It is the system that enables the behavior of a person. Makikipagdebate ka pa.
Obvious naman.
Lalamon at lalamunin ka ng maling sistema. Unless Buddha ka.
Zen.
Buddha ka ba? That's why you should have a better design system. Yung mga nangyayari yan. Yung mga nangyayaring yan, okay? If you cannot beat them, you will join them in a bad system. That's guaranteed. There are empirical studies supporting that. Diba? Kayo ba may empirical studies ba kayo supporting your claims?
Oo. Ito nga diba, kagaya nito, yung uri ng kongreso na meron tayo ngayon. Kaalyado naman ni PRRD most of the people there kasi yung mga taong nandyan, yun rin yung mga tao nung congressman si PRRD. So, nung panahon ni PRRD, kampi silang lahat kay PRRD, agree sila, ganyan-ganyan. Because they don't
I agree with the previous commenter. It is not the system, it is us. You know, those words do not have any empirical support. Okay? Like, for example, there are studies na twins, they have both genetic makeup. Okay? They live in two different families. One is a good system, the other one is a bad system. Which twin do you think flourish in life? Exactly. So the only system that you know of,
wala kang alam na choices.
wala kang alam na choices. You only live in the Philippines. It is the only system that you know. So you think that it is a good system, tao lang ang problema, but that is not correct. Tanungin mo mga OFWs who are in a country with a good system, it's not about the people, it is the system. Because a good system can easily weed out bad people. And it is a proven fact that a bad system will defeat a good person every time. That is a fact of life.
I differ. Kasi,
You cannot, if you won't like to disagree with that established fact of life, you have to give me a good study debunking it. But there is no study debunking it. You are only basing on your feelings.
Besides,
yung culture ng family mo, you will go out.
Like for example, if you really think it's just a person, why do you think feudalism needed to be abolished? Eh, tao lang pala yan eh.
Lahat naman tayo tao. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But then
Diba,
again,
tao lang pala.
Oh,
why do you think the system of slavery needed to be abolished by a civil war? Kung tao lang pala yan, tao lang naman.
Tao lang naman.
Tao lang naman yan eh. Hindi sistema ang mali, tao. Bakla, they had to have a civil war in order to abolish the system. In the United States.
Accountability ang wala. Yung self-accountability, yung accountability talaga na, ito yung ginawa ko. Because
the system doesn't provide for it. Yun nga yung problem, because the system doesn't provide for it. For example,
the system, it's the political system in the Philippines rewards being a bad leader.
Correct.
That is the problem. Look at Duterte. He was a good leader. He was not rewarded.
Yeah.
Kita mo nangyayari ngayon. Like for example, itong online gambling. So our current system, it is available. You can gamble in everywhere. You can gamble through using your GCash, etc. That's a system. Pag sinabi mong, ay hindi tayo magkakaproblema, nasa tao yan.
Siguro kasi, I think sa akin lang, the root of the problem is, nawala yung values na subject natin sa school. So, bumaba talaga yung values. Kasi,
that's beside the, it's actually, hindi yun yung coverage ng hindi yung coverage ng issue.
Oh, it's part of it. It's there. The thing is, whatever you do, if the system is bad, there is a certain ceiling that you can be good in that system.
So
you cannot go beyond that because the entire system is bad. Lalamunin ka talaga niyan. As a system is a series of established practices, established, etc. Kasi ang mga tao, people still has this illusion that whatever was happening in their lives is a product of their free will. That is incorrect. It has already been established in neuroscience, empirical analysis. That's actually a lot of what's going on in our lives is a product of the system that we are in. And we don't even and free will even plays a small role in our lives. Actually, in among physicists, there's no such thing as free will because everything is predetermined by previous conditions. So now you have all this system. That's why if you would like to be a good person, if you would like to have a good thing, you have to change your system. Like for example, nagyoyosi ka, gusto mong mag-quit. You cannot be in the same system that there are a lot of people smoking. Because magre-relapse ka. Halimbawa, si father na 15
Yeah,
years na
I smoke. So kapag sinabi ko sa asawa ko na I'm quitting, I don't want to see you smoking. Tapos nakita ko siya nagyosi, mapapayosi din ako.
Yes, because it's about, kita mo si father, nag-relapse siya, nasa kumbento na nag-relapse. Siguro he was still in the same system, no? That is the thing. Kahit gaano mo, wala, you will always be beaten down by a bad system. Like, for example, no matter how good you are as a driver, and if you drive in a traffic system like Manila,
hindi ka gagalaw. So, Mrs. ang question ko na lang siguro, as a whole tayo, as a citizen, as Filipinos, how can we contribute to change the system? Yun na lang siguro.
There must be an organized group that should lead the way. It's always a group that leads and change a system. Ngayon kasi wala. That is the problem. Si Sarah, wala siyang group. And Sarah's already learned na she cannot dismantle the master's house using the master's tools. Kaya nga maganda, nilubayan niya na tong kalokohang unity team na to, na akala mo gusto nilang maging pagandahin ng sistema, yung pala gusto lang talaga nilang, they would like to have the old system go back, wherein ang nagbe-benefit ay ito.
Can we as normal citizens like help start this kind of start a system like this? Can we try?
You have to be an organized group. You cannot just be one individual. It has to be a group. It has to be a political party. It has to be a nationwide
political party. Pwedeng
party.
Consciousness, parang consciousness ng mga Pilipino.
I mean,
that's a mystical, that's a mystical way of putting it, no, Mami Laika. But we're talking about material facts. You cannot
change. Kasi
change.
ko lang yung comment ni Andeng. Sabi niya, a system that does not give merit to people who deserve to be in the position. Actually, nangyayari to ngayon.
Kaya nga ang mangyayari niya, mag-uumpisa ka sa political party. You have to construct a political party based on meritocracy. And ang nakikita ko, Sarah can do that. Because, maybe she's one of the most qualified person. Maybe she can use the wattage or the appeal of the Duterte name in order to form a new political party based on meritocracy, that the people who's going to be endorsed by the party is going to form that party are actually selected based out of meritocracy, and that political party is actually present to the people an actual plan on how to do systemic change. Now, if they could be ushered in by revolution, fine. If they could be ushered in by an election, fine. But the very basis of that is an organized group of people committed to systemic change. Hindi po pwede yung dispersed. No change happened that way, na disperse. Kailangan it is an actual physical organized group.
You think we can last na lang. You think as normal citizen, as a normal Filipino, we can start on a barangay level to push forward our advocacies
again, it doesn't matter. It has to be an organized group with a clear agenda, with a clear program of action. It's a real political party. Na hindi to kuning na party list. It's an entire organized group. Kaya nga, alimbawa, sabi dito, Filipinos have to revolt. You cannot just revolt na individual. It has to be, look what happened in 1898. The Katipunan broke down because it was, etc. So the revolution was ushered in, not by an actual group, no? 1896, it was just hijacked by another oligarchs. The EDSA dos, nothing. The people were just used there as a warm body. Wala namang. There were no systemic changes there. It was just like a change of person. A revolution cannot lead to real changes if there is no organized group behind it with an actual vision for the country, because that organized group would lay down the new ground for new order. Yun na nga, kailangan mo ng ganon. That is what's missing right now. That's why it's going to be a repetition of the same thing over and over again.
Pero
na ano siya doon? Hindi nyo kasi alam na nangyari doon. Di ba sabi niya, okay, I'm gonna usher in a new foreign policy. But it was a bad system that he is steering. And the bad system went down. He was filibustered even by the bureaucracy. Because it's a bad system.
Ay, yung towards the last, yung last few years niya. Yeah, oo, tama.
Kaya the presidential system is not really that powerful because you have, like for example, in the United States, the president is not that powerful. Look at Obama. Obama promised this. The entire world look up to him. What happened? He was beaten up by the system.
Yeah, well, yun nga, yung sa foreign policy. Pero kahit pa paano naman sa hindi ba medyo nasunod pa rin naman yung gusto niya nung yung most nung ano.
No.
Revoke na niya yung VFA tapos 'di ba withdraw niya yung revocation.
It never, it started on a good note, but the thing is the president, it is the implementers that will decide of how it will be implemented. And that implementers are part of the bad system. Hindi mo nga mapapalitan yun. No? Because they are entrenched in that. Kaya nga, kita mo si Sara wanted to initiate a lot of reforms in DepEd. Magaling si Sara. Meron siyang political will. What happened? She was beaten up by a bad system.
Duterte. So there can really be a change. Now,
I actually didn't feel it. Huh? There was a system change during Duterte.
How? Ano pong question, ma'am?
Sabi ko, I didn't feel that there was a system change during Duterte.
Maybe because in the grassroots level, for example, kami dito sa Quezon City, North Fairview, talagang sumusunod yung mga local government unit to the point na my mother as a teacher, hindi na ako mangangamba sa kanya na umalis na madaling araw kasi alam kong wala na nag-aabang dun sa may overpass sa amin. So,
but that's a different hindi naman system change yun. It's just like a matter of peace and order. The thing is, ang nangyari kasi nung kay Duterte, dahil siya ang presidente, so lahat, siya feudal. Dahil ikaw ang Lord, o sige, nasa iyo ang loyalty namin ngayon.
I'm the Lord, garang ganun ang dating.
Oh, that's the feudal system. Kayo naman sinabi ni Duterte.
Nagkataon lang na matino si Duterte.
Yun na yung problema. That's a feudal system. So ngayon, kung sino ang Lord, doon sila. So the president acts as a feudal lord in the Philippines. That's the reality of it. Ngayon,
before I go, I have a question na lang po. Kasi for the benefit of the other those in queue. What kind of system do you think na ang tao ay takot, kung sino man ang nakaupo, takot sa tao? What kind of system is that?
Well, it depends on what you mean by a system, no? Una-una, well, if you can change into a parliamentary system, then that would be better. But the thing is, a parliamentary system will only work if there is a strong party system. Gigets mo na.
Parang dalawa US style. Dalawa lang sila, Republic.
US style. US is not parliamentary. Ngayon kasi, look at the UK, Netherlands, European countries are mostly parliamentary system. Like Singapore is a parliamentary system. So it is based on a strong political party. Like for example, Singapore is led for so many decades by the People's Action Party. Okay, and that party has a good internal discipline. Because a political system of a country depends on the quality of its political parties. As simple as that. Wala naman tayong political party sa Pilipinas. Party-partihan lang yan.
Okay. Copy that.
Party-partiyan lang yan. Parang tanungin kita, ano ang pinaglalaban ng lakas? Ano pinaglalaban ng PDP laban? Ano pinaglalaban? Do you even know? Do you even subscribe sa pinaglalaban nila? Or gusto mo lang PDP laban?
Actually, on paper, ang ideology niyan,
Socialism.
Socialism oo. Democratic socialism.
Naiintindihan mo ba yung socialism? Pero yung mga PDP ba nakaupo ngayon? Are they espousing socialism?
Are they pushing that kind of
Kaya nga ang dali-daling tumalon ng di ba, ng party system kasi parang dapat yung party system naka-anchor sa isang adhikain. Since wala naman yung mga prinsipyo, kaya daling tumalon-talon.
Parang nauunawaan ko na to certain extent yung confusion ng mga tao. Kasi parang when they think about system, they are looking at a result.
Presence, the feeling.
The feeling, ganon. Hindi yun ganon, okay? Yung system is the one that is enduring. Ito yung this is how we select our leaders, this is how we hold them accountable, this is how we check and balance our government. Yun yung system na tinutukoy natin. Okay? Yun yung system na tinutukoy natin. Yung current system natin is very weak when it comes to holding our leaders accountable or making them napaka-weak nung natin na yon, napaka-weak nung ating system dun sa ganong aspect. At the same time, sobrang lawak nung latitude nung current na system natin na they can pretty much do whatever they want. They have security of tenure, within 6 years talaga sila yung lord. Ganon, sila yung lord. Ngayon, the only thing that limits that is, or kung makaka-jackpot tayo, when we have a leader who can check himself, who can limit himself dun sa, kasi ang lawak ng powers niya 'di ba? So pagka meron kang leader na strong enough para hindi maging greedy na alam mo yon, na kunin na i-enjoy lahat ng powers na meron siya pag pinesent sa kanya yung kapangyarihan within the system, edi okay ka. Dumating si PRRD. Si PRRD nagkataon may delikadesa, hindi naghangad na ang tawag dito, hindi naghangad ng mga bagay na pangsarili niyang benefit, politics or otherwise, ganyan na meron talagang deep desire to serve the people. But how can we consistently have a leader that can be, kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan uli magkakaroon ng Duterte, 'di ba? Pero kung meron tayong sistema that can actually question a leader, lalo na pag pumapalpak siya, lalo na pagka ganyan, to really hold them accountable doon sa mga actions nila and what not, ganyan. Hindi ba mas okay yon? Kasi mas maliit yung chance mo na yung bibigyan mo ng power ay i-abuse yung power na ibibigay sa kanya. Kasi he's going to be questioned anytime. Wala siya yung benefit na, meron naman ako 6 years.
Ayun na nga yung the foundation of political system are the parties. So ngayon, halimbawa, yung sa Singapore, the People's Action Party, it's a meritocratic party. So kung ikaw ang naging prime minister, the party, kung sumisemplang ka, the members of the party will actually remove you dahil gago ka, pinapapangit mo yung political party namin. Nagigets mo? Ngayon kasi walang ganon. The political parties in the Philippines are personality based. Okay?
Correct. Fan-based
hindi tayo bumuboto ng policy. We are voting personality. Okay? So halimbawa, yung sa UK, 'di ba? Yung prime minister after hindi pa umiinit ang puwet, natanggal na siya. Dahil nga, gago ka, sumisemplang ka, pinapapangit mo sa amin yung political party namin. So, natanggal siya ng prime minister, nagkaroon na uli ng bago. Hindi ba? So, ngayon, tayo...
Imagine, itong budol na ginawa ni BBM, if he is actually hold accountable do sa mga pinagsasabi niya nung eleksyon na hindi niya ginagawa ngayon, do we have to wait until 2028?
Yeah. No. Ayun na nga. Yun ang nangyayari. Walang systems ba? The balance must start from the basic foundation of a political system, and that is a party. Hindi ba? So ngayon, ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, we are settling for the least for the necessary evil, for the least evil. Nagigets nyo? So halimbawa, you don't actually vote for a party that actually will usher in and work in order to realize the policies that you actually like. You actually just decide based on feelings, based on the hope that this person will do good.
Mm-hmm.
But in a good system, no, that you don't need to hope because you voted that party because that party has the actual policies that you like. And that party, when it becomes the majority, then there's a huge chance, there is a greater chance that they could actually promote more changes and reforms. Eh ngayon kasi, walang ganon. Kita mo, BBM was elected by a majority. Sabihin na natin, totoo siya sa sinasabi niya nung election. And then, given that majority vote in a parliamentary system, all the promises that you actually did, you might be able to accomplish a lot of them in a very speedy manner. Pero ngayon kasi hindi, because kailangan niya makipag-compromise sa pinsan niya, sa Senate President, sa mga governor, sa mga ganito, sa mga ganyan. Nagigets niyo ba? So that is the problem. Okay? Ngayon, kita mo tong Partido Federal nila. Are they espousing? Partido Federal actually has socialism as one of their ideologies. Asa nun? Ano to? Socialism for the rich ang nangyayari.
Yeah, tama. Well, anyway, ma'am, back to Sara Noel. As much as I want Sara to become president, like the people's clamor, because of maybe what we are experiencing now, I think we need her to wait to lead us in a new system. Otherwise, she will possibly become everything we need to be.
He needs to form a real political party based on meritocracy.
Merit.
And that party will actually have real party discipline. And, well, she has to start that. Otherwise, mangyayari naman yung nangyari sa kanya sa Unity. Makikipag-compromise siya sa ganito, and then it will be resting on hope.
Ng system, walang tao yan. Walang tao yun. Wala si PRRD dyan, wala si ano dyan, wala si Pinoy, wala si Bongbong, ganon. Yung change ng system, yung sistema pinag-uusapan natin dito, yun yung sistema that we should hope for na mag-e-endure sa ating bansa even if our generation are all dead. Ganon.
Ayun. Yun nga, more of long-term solution.
So yun, kaya sorry guys yung mga nag-aano dito na hindi, boto-boto, wala na po dun yung usapan sa election.
Hindi, actually
kayo dito sa usapan, Diyos ko po.
Actually, your voting power doesn't change policies.
Yeah. Oh, it's very little. It's very little.
Your voting power only change people. They don't change policies. Kasi pag bumoto, kaya nga sa sistema natin, the politicians are not afraid to break their promises because the system doesn't penalize them when they break promises. Hindi matatanggal. Mag-iintay ka na ulang-uli na sa botohan. O on the way road to the botohan, nakakamkam na yan. They already committed more damage And then you're hoping na yung susunod, aayusin niya yung damage yung naiwan. And then,
where's progress in that?
Baka mo na ayusin sa
progress.
Umiikot-ikot ka lang. So, imbis na ikaw, nagpapatuloy ka ng reform, ayusin mo muna yung kalat, yung iniwan ng kabila, saka, and then at saka ka palang makakapag-institute ng reforms mo. How would you do that in a short span of time?
Buti nga sana kung aayusin, ang gagawin hindi na lang aayusin, titirahin na lang parang hindi ma-obvious na wala rin silang gagawin.
Yes!
Kawawa tayo because of the system.
Because the system doesn't penalize them kung inayos nila yung kalat o hindi.
So sana parang sa corporate no, na parang start of the year, ikaw anong gagawin mo, ito yung mga gagawin ko, ililista mo. Tapos babantayan ka doon, dapat ma-deliver mo. Pag first year hindi mo na-deliver, second year hindi mo pa rin na-deliver, tanggal ka na.
Kaya nga ang masakit dito, Mami Laika.
Sa corporate nga, Mami Laika, di syempre quarterly meron kayong board di ba?
Yes.
Quarterly meron kayong board, tapos i-check na agad, yung pinramis mo bang target na deliver mo. In fact, if every quarter you weren't able to deliver what you promised, pagdating ng dulo, tegi ka.
Ayan na nga, kaya naintindihan nyo na kung bakit ang middle class ang kailangang magising dahil sila ang mas immersed sa corporate life. Mga Bex!
Alam din ba ng masa natin or karamihan ng tao yung concept ng meritocracy? Or
well, it doesn't matter about the mass. And we're talking about the middle class because they're the biggest.
Middle class na.
The middle class is the biggest. Yung nasa lower, they have no time for thinking about system or whatever. They're only thinking about what they're going to eat on the they're living in a ano ba ito?
Kahit parang gano'n.
Kaya nga, it is the responsibility of the middle class to awaken and to demand system change. The problem with the middle class ngayon is, ewan ko, maybe they're being too entertained.
Actually, ang middle class masyadong busy kasi kailangan nilang kumita pa. Kasi pag tinanggalan pa ng tax,
ayun na, nagkakaroon.
Rainiel, ang kailangan is organized. There must be an organized group that will actually bring in the middle class. Hindi pa pwede yung tayo-tayo lang dito. And someone has to lead it. A political party that would actually demand system change would. Kaya nga, it either could be na, yun nga ang mahirap kasi sa Pilipinas.
Pero, ano pa kasi, ang problem kasi, Sas, I think yun talaga yung course of action na kailangan mag-organize and whatnot, ganyan. But we haven't really, we were, as a society, we're not really on the level that there is consciousness na unconscious pa talaga.
Hindi, ang mahirap din doon, if you're going to traditional route na botohan, etc., ang problema mo ngayon, the specific arrangement ng Pilipinas, nakuha mo ngayon national, pero yung mga probinsya, ibang level ang laro dyan. Kaya nga, the other solution is an actual revolution.
So, may nag-comment daw yung middle class.
But the people don't want it. De manigas kayo. Kaya nga sabi ko, ayaw nyo, hindi nyo nakikitang ganito. Then, if you would like to provide your children a better life in a better system, then bring them somewhere else where there is a better system.
May nag-comment na yung middle class kasi kaya tahimik kasi comfortable na daw. Actually, hindi po. Siguro, in a sense, karamihan ng middle class is, alam mo yun, yung nakabantay, takot, busy sila sa pagbabantay kasi konting gulo, konting gusot, matatanggal sila sa middle class. Kaya more on lang sila, more on gusto nila steady na lang muna. Yun po yung yung middle class tahimik kahit nauubos na yung sweldo nila sa kakatax. Parang sige, habol na lang kami kaysa naman ayaw nila ng gulo or gusot kasi any moment, isang pitik lang, nasa na sila. Wala na sila sa middle class.
Tsaka, pwede ba sabihin dito, para naman kasi tayong taking time bomb sa ginagawa nilang totong paayuda at chuchugi tayo sa
We are at tipping time bomb.
Kasi kapag yung tax mo ginagawang ayuda, eventually yung mga nasa middle class, mababawasan niya magiging recipient rin ng ayuda, and then mauubos yung middle class. Oligarch na lang saka ano.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, okay, ang gulo-gulo, let's have a federal. So yung mga regions, mag-institute kayo dyan ng reform because you would have more political autonomy to reform. And di makikita ng ibang region, bakit yung itong region na to nagbobongga, bakit tayo hindi? So there needs to be a catalyst for that. So maybe a transition to a federal system would be fine because the different regions would have more autonomy in actually reforming their own regions. Ayun nga lang.
Hindi ba rin kaya?
Nagigess yung dilemma natin.
Ayun, Sas, go.
Ako, just enjoy the show. Marami pang mangyayari. So, yun lang yun. Marami pang mangyayari. So, hindi nyo alam. Baka mamaya, di ba? Baka mamaya biglang sa sobrang overconfident ng mga to dahil nalulusot na nila maraming bagay, biglang magkaroon ng celebration. Biglang na OD. Charot. Anyway. Have a good day, everyone. So,
oo nga rin sa YouTube, mas maganda kayo sa YouTube kaysa sa FB. Kasi sa FB hindi malinaw masyado, hindi sharp yung ano.
Oo.
So yun lang.
At saka, hindi ko alam ba't napuputol na yung live ko sa Facebook eh. Hindi na siya nabubuo.
Baka ina-attack ka.
Oo nga. Tingin ko, dati naman, dati parang ramdam ko naman yung attack. It's just that, hindi naman nila ini-interrupt yung live. Pero ngayon, talaga, ini-interrupt na talaga. Ayun.
So, have a good night, everyone.
Okay, matulog na tayo at magsaya. Magpahinga. Uminom na maraming tubig para hindi magkasakit. Ayun.
Wala naman bagong pasabog ang mga sa susunod na kabanata. Ano mga antayan natin ng mga pasabog? Hindi na nila ipapatawag sa CRD.
Parang umatras. I think feeling ko yung nangyari nung Lunes. Backs yung TikTok, yung TikTok sumasabog nakaka-PRRD ng mga tao dun. Kada, as in, PRRD talaga.
At naloka ko sa TikTok, Mami Joey, Misas, kasi yung TikTok na yan, kadalasan dyan, mga kakamping. Pero this time, ang daming PRRD.
Oo. Yung mga hindi nagpo-political content, ganyan-ganyan. Everybody's talking about how war on drugs help them, ganyan-ganyan.
So,
ayun.
Kaya nga encourage nyo lang. Malay mo matupad yung sinabi ni PRRD noong January na wag nyong, sinabi niya na, nako, if mabigyan uli ako ng opportunity na makabalik dyan, ikukulong ko kayong lahat. Malay mo papakinggan ng Diyos yun, di ba?
Oo nga. Close lahat si PRRD doon kasi sabi ni PRRD, di ba? Siya raw yung takot raw si Satanas sa kanya.
Di ba? If by the grace of God, sabi niya ganyan, if by the grace of God, na makabalik ako dyan, ikukulong ko kayong lahat.
True.
Kaya encourage nyo lang. Tuloy-tuloy. Naloka sila ngayon. Hindi ba? Kasi nga, huwag niyong bibigyan ng mic ang mga Duterte.
Oo, kakainin kayo ng buo.
Di ba sabi nga ni Sarah, di ba? Kung hinayaan nyo na lang ako sa DepEd, na gawin ko yung mga dapat kong gawin. Tahimik na nga lang siya, di ba? di ba pinag-usapan natin yan last year? Na, bakit si Sarah tahimik pa si Sarah. Bakit naghihintay pa yan na mapuno. Pero pag napuno si Sarah,
that's it, pansit.
Mukha ng addict si Sas. Diyos ko naman, para naman ang ganda mo. Natatawa ako sa mukhang addict, pero pakita nga ng picture mo, kung itsura mo. Siguro di mo pa magsabi ka na pangit ang isang tao, ha?
Dapat meron kang moral authority. Dapat maganda ka.
Dapat meron kang aesthetic authority. Diba? Sino ba yan?
Parang si Karen.
Gusto ko lang makita itsura niya. Si Lorraine. Ano pa? Lorraine Visco.
Wala
makita ko itsura mo, Lorraine. Lorraine
Visco.
Parang si Karen Davila, di ba? Yung sabi ni sino ba tong si Abante, yung mukhang manyak na pastor? Killer. Ba't ka killer pala, ba't nag-i-invite ka ng killer as resource person? Tama naman si Karen, di ba?
Actually, alam mo, yung sobrang sama ng response ni Benny Abante at saka ni Dan Fernandez dun sa affidavit ni Colonel Grijaldo na si Karen Davila effortlessly lang niya ginisa si Benny Abante.
At si Karen Davila yun. Parang di ba kakampinan nila yan?
Exactly! Pagkatapos, Karen is just being herself. I mean, talaga si Karen lang kaya nang digisahin ng ganyan. No, ibig sabihin talagang sobrang sama talaga nung response nila kay Sobrang sama.
Sobrang tanga, biro mo. 'Di ba parang ikumpara mo anong kaibahan ng drug pusher, ng addict na nagbebenta ng drugs para kumita at may ipakain sa pamilya, sa pulis na pumapatay ng mga drug addict na mga pusher na to, na tuloy wala nang pagkain ng pamilya, parang talaga lang Abante, ganyan ang thinking mo, putang ina, nakakaloka.
I mean, ako kung member ako ng church ni Abante, pucha, my God.
Di ba nakakaloka? Parang ginawa pang bayani yung mga drug pusher.
Baka naman church-churchan lang yun.
Hindi, medyo malaki rin ang church niyan.
Talaga? Ano church niya? Ano pa ng church niya?
Benny Abante. Sa comment section baka may nakakaalam. Benny Abante.
Donation Church.
Sandigan ng mga pusher. Yan bang church ninyo?
Metropolitan Bible Baptist Ecclesia. Metropolitan Bible Baptist Ecclesia.
Diyos ko, kaloka.
Ngayon.
Basta sa kanilang doktrina, walang pinagkaiba ang pulis at pusher.
Nakakaloka, Diyos me. I-judge ko talaga yung 6th district ng Metro Manila. Ng Manila. I-judge ko talaga yung 6th district ng Manila.
Ano yan?
Going to vote for Benny Abante.
Ano ba yung distrito yan? Anong lugar yan sa Manila?
Yung niya, San Miguel. Malacanang. Ang niya, diba, ang drug pusher, nagtatrabaho, yun lang naman ang trabaho niya. Girl, hindi trabaho ang drug pushing, krimen yun.
Di ba nagtatrabaho lang naman para may ipakain sa pamilya? Parang putang ina mo ka.
Kasi putang ina ka.
O di mga hold-upper na rin. Anong pinagkaiba ng mga hold-upper na nagtatrabaho lang naman ang trabaho nila at yung pulis, nababayaran mo para tigihin yung hold-upper. Wala naman parang ganun yung gusto niyang sabihin, no?
Oo.
Baliw.
Pastor yan?
Nakakaloka. Diyos me.
Criminal
breadwinner.
Kasi ako breadwinner ng pamilya eh. Di ba? Anong trabaho mo? Pusher.
Hindi ko kaya. Di ba parang, o di yung mga dapat ipagtagol din niya yung mga snatcher sa recto. 6th district ata yung recto eh. Or Ligarda. Naku, ang dami pa namang snatcher din sa 6th district of Manila.
6th district, 6. District. Oo, kasi parang yung Santa Cruz yata kasama dito sa 6th District.
Oo, sa recto, di ba nakakaloka dyan?
Manila.
Ultimo yung naglalakad ka tapos kumakain ka halimbawa ng burger. I-stretchin yung burger sa'yo.
Dapat ganun din si Abante, no? Anong pinagkaiba ng snatcher na yun lang naman ang trabaho niya kasi mahirap siya.
Tarantado no? Ito ay wala pala yung Santa Cruz. Paco, Pandacan, San Miguel, Santa Ana, Santa Mesa.
Naku, maraming snatchers dyan sa
Santa Mesa, ang dami.
Sa Santa Mesa, no?
Ang dami ding pusher dyan.
Oo, sa Santa Ana pa ako, Pandacan.
Oo. Actually, pag nagagawi ako dyan sa area na yan, alam mo yung yung mga ilalim-ilalim ng mga tulay. Tapos yung inaano na nila, yung mga squatting doon, yung nandun na yung lamesa nila sa may road, yung mga ganon. As in, kung di ka mag-panic attack dyan minsan meron ako area na nadaanan dyan na
Aminin mo, pag na-snatchan ka, gusto mo talagang tigihin yung snatch.
Alam mo ba, na-snatch ako dyan sa sa recto noon. Ako pinatakot. Kasi yung nag-snatch sa akin, tumawid lang, tapos nakatingin pa din sa akin. Ako pinatakot at umalis kasi ako nahiya.
Girl, nakakatakot dyan. Kaya nga pag tumatawid kami, pag nag-aano kami dyan, kumpul-kumpul kami mga estudyante. Dahil talagang, mahilig. At talagang ganyan talaga dyan, Mami Laika.
Tatawid lang. United we stand.
Naglalakad lang sila, yung mga snatcher dyan. Nakakahiya nga nun kasi malapit ako nakatira. Diyan lang sa The Garden nakatira, malapit sa San Beda. Girl, nung una nung hinatid ako ng jowa ko noon. Girl, na-snatch yung kwintas niya. Tapos casual lang yung snatcher na sumakay ng jeep.
Oo.
Nakakita nga yun.
Yung point na yung pag wala siya na-snatch sa'yo, tutusukin ka ng ice pick. Oo.
Sabi ka, totoo yung kwento ko, yung lalaki naglalakad kumakain ng burger, tapos biglang may lalaking lumapit, inago yung pagkain niya, tapos naglakad na yung lalaki habang kinakain niya. Natulala na yung bata inagawa ng burger.
Pero as per the logic of Benny Abante, anong pinagkaiba mo? Anong pinagkaiba mo, Miss Laika, na gusto mong tegihin yung snatcher sa kanyang snatcher na tumegi?
Kasi gusto lang namang nagtatrabaho lang para may maipakain sa pamilya.
Kamusta yun sa TikTok? Kumakalat ba yun sa TikTok? Sa TikTok nanggaling yung clip na
yun. Sinare ko nga yun Nakita ko sa wall ni Tio at sa wall ni Sas.
Ang sa pansin kasi hindi siya pinapansin sa elib ng mga tao. Then nakita niyang nagbabay sa akin yung kasama ko na by ateng, so nakipagtingin niya, bading ako. Alam mo yung pagbaba ng iba, parang 3 na lang kami naiwan dun bukod sa kanila. Alam mo nagpapapansin na gusto niya pansinin siya, yung kumakanta-kanta na, tapos tumutuwad-tuwad na, ano nangyari sa parang kiisip itong batang.
Saan yan?
Ayun. Sa namin, sa condo namin, siguro meron siyang kaibigan dito. Lagi nandito.
Alam mo, Mami Laika, meron ako sagot dyan sa comment mo. Kasi naano ako rin yan yung mga friend ko na Judingersy. Tapos tinitingnan ko yung picture namin ng mga bata pa kami. So, bading na rin sila noon. Nung high school kami, ganyan. Pero nung tinitingnan ko yung picture, ay, fresh namin lahat yung talagang parang youth, young, gano'n. Yung mga talagang...
At wala yang filter.
Oo, walang filter. So, tinitingnan, sabi ko, wow, ang fresh namin dito, cute namin dito lahat, ganyan. I realized, kasi alam mo, nung bata tayo, batang bading, batang babae, batang lalaki. Ang problem ngayon, yung mga, tawag dito itong mga, they refuse to be young. They refuse to be young. Ganon. So, tawag dito, ayan, kunwari, yung ang naghahanap ng ethics, ganyan. Tawag dito, ayaw niya i-enjoy yung kanyang youth. Ganon. Syempre, madaming pera siguro, maraming ganyan. So, ganyan.
Nag-lock daw si Aura ng profile nung sinulat ko yung ang henerasyon ninyo ay ang henerasyon. alam mo, forever na sa'yo yan. No? Forever na sa'yo yan, Aura, na ito ang baklang nagkaroon ng riot.
Oo, napak dahil di pinakita ang kickdam.
At lagot ka, Risa. Kasi yung sinabi mo noon, pag tumakbo ka ng 2028, lalabas at lalabas yun. Sinasabi ko sa Risa, lagot ka. Tapos yung sabi mo, an unarmed woman.
Unarmed woman. Takina, unarmed woman. Mas malaki pa yung muscle niya doon sa gusto niya tingnan. Ewan ko sa inyo, takina niya. Unarmed woman, pero kasing laki nga naman yung Hogan yung katawan. Pinagsasabi nito mo, walang yang to. Forever na yon. Diba? Forever. Hindi naman, bakit ka naman maglalagay ng, alam mo yung parang, pag alam mong, meron kang issue na nakipag-riot ka dahil ay pakita yung edits ng lalaki.
Wag ka nang puputak-putak na kung ano-ano dyan.
O dahil babalik sa iyo. At alam mo kaya nagalit ko sa iyo mga tao dahil pinalabas niyo pa yung lalaki pa yung nangharap.
True. Oo. Kayo pa yung biktima.
Kayo pa yung naging biktima. Kaya hindi na makakawala yan sa'yo kasi hindi nakita ng mga tao na nag-apologize ka nun sa lalaki, nag-apologize ka sa bayan, nag-apologize ka nun.
Umabot nga sila sa demandaan di ba?
O, dinimanda mo pa yung lalaki.
Dinimanda ng lalaki, di ba? At
ano
ayaw
pa nangyari? Nagkaaragluhan na ata.
Nagkaaragluhan na ba? Kasi di ba nung una parang sabi nung lalaki, inaareglo siya pero ayaw niya. Kasi hindi natin na siya, inambonggang-bongge, di ba?
Oo, kasi pinahiya ka pa, ikaw pa nagsabi, ikaw pa pinalabas na lang.
Kasi yung first batch first wave ng bashing, ang binabash talaga yung lalaki. 'Di ba?
At mga artista pa.
At mga artista pa, ang mga nagsipagsalitaan, mga ano pa, kung sino-sino. Yung mga artista rin, hindi mo nagsipag-apologize yung mga yon na, ay, si Aura pala yung gusto makakita ng edits.
Pinagtanggol pa.
Diba?
Ako talaga, ako talaga sabi ko, ay, may mali dito. Sabi ko, bakit ito hinuhuli? Yung talagang sabi ko. Well, unang-una, sabi ko, nakita ko talaga yung video. May ginawa to. Girl, hindi ka naman hulihin ng pulis ng gano'n na.
Artista ka. Tapos pa yun, sobrang tolerant ng mga pulis sa mga emerald lang, di ba?
Oo, hello.
Oo, lahat napak na, buti yung pulis, tolerant.
Oo na pa, parang Las Vegas yan, kahit anong gawin mo dyan, tolerate. So, you really did something so bad.
Pakinggan, nagrarahim.
Alam mo, yan ang mangyayari niyan. Talagang, babalik sa kanilang ginawa nila kay Villar na Villaroyo. Akbayan na nagpauso nun So, babalik sa kanila yan. Lagot ka, Risa. So, good luck. Sige na. Maraming, si Tulfo na pahiya nun. Ayan, babalik kay Tulfo yan.
Oo. Correct. So, wag kayong mag-alala kasi hindi namin kakalimutan yan.
Hindi namin kakalimutan yan lahat.
Babalik kay Tulfo yung ginawa niya kay Aura na gusto niya mapasikat.
At sinabi niya yung mga bakla naman, pero di ba mga bakla, ganyan naman talaga, gusto makakita ng edge. Parang, ewan ko sa Tulfo.